You like Trump? Good girl. You like Biden? Hi, good evening. Trying to clean up my antenna before I put it back up. I went to Harbor Freight and got some brushes. They got some that's nylon, I think, steel and brass. I just cleaned this with the steel brush on the inside. Make sure you get a good connection. What I'm getting off of it is that stuff compound. Well, I'll show you in a minute. The tube don't look too good anymore. The dog got a hold to it. Wasn't Nova. It was my niece's dog. Got a hold to it, but yeah. I'm buying another tube of it, but not this big. Not 8 ounces. It was way too big. Hell, this tube's big as that bottle. I thought 8 ounces wasn't going to be very much, but I guess it is. That's what I'm using on it. Oh. Something never will happen. Knock that haze off that thing. I don't want to hit it with sandpaper because that just takes away from the material. I just want to clean it. That's just a nylon one. Put this extension on there. Lightly go inside there. With the steel one. Back with the nylon one. I didn't take every joint apart, so I'm not taking every joint apart because I didn't clean it because it don't need it. It's got that stuff on it, and I've cleaned it. The other joints, I took it apart in the other spot. Last time I took it down, I cleaned them, so these are the opposite ones. So last time it was took apart here in the other spot instead of this spot and the other spot down there. This keeps it from getting that white meal scale in between it. You put two pieces apart, I know you probably pulled aluminum, especially if y'all done this before. You pull aluminum apart, you'll see all the white looking chalky stuff in between it. Chris told me about this stuff at BM Technologies. I didn't come up with it. He said he put them on all of his antennas. Good enough for him, good enough for me. It's got markings on it and I can still see them. Even though I cleaned it, I didn't put no heavy abrasive on it. You can still see the marks. I took a scriber and scribed it, which like a sharp end of a screwdriver or something other like that, and put a groove in the metal. Yeah, I got wire on pretty much everything. I hang it from the ceiling where I can find it. This was laying on the ground while I was putting one of the antennas up, and a damn pit bull got a hold to it, which ain't my dog. But he got a hold to it and chewed the bottom of it up. I want to see if I can get all that out and squeeze it into something else. A little container or something else, I don't know. Just get a little bit out each time. It's pretty much ready to go back on the thing. So, alright, I'll see y'all in a little bit. Alright, we're back. I gotta hook up the coax. I done cleaned the end on it. I know a boy said the other day, said the end wasn't no count. It just had dielectric grease on it, and you can wipe it right off. I got dielectric grease around there and around there. I'm gonna I think I'm gonna put some heat shrink compound on it here in just a few minutes to help out along. But yeah, I put dielectric grease on it. Both the bolts are tight. I think this one was the one that was originally on it, and I added this one. Got this from him and added that one, I think. But yeah, might ought to rotate that thing a little bit. This aluminum, stainless steel, whatever the hell that is, I think it's stainless steel band. It stripped out. When I was taking it apart right there, I could see the threads coming out. That band, the thread stripped out in it there. Might have to go up a size. I drill out the hole for this too. Well, let's see if I can find a tap and everything for that. The shit happens. This is aluminum. Aluminum's a bitch to tap, and it's got a stainless steel bolt in it, and they just don't work together. It tightened up. But okay, so how I fixed that, I took and went down a size, I flipped it, the old holes over here, the new holes right here, kind of got off center. I made a little divot there, but just trying to get this done quick, or decently quick. I just went beside it and dug another hole and threaded it out. That's a 1/4 inch thread instead of a 3/8. I couldn't find my 3/8 bit. Alright, I done went over and taped the ballum down to the boom. I took the propane torch and got the heat shrink, and that's the line. I got another one there. This thing rotates up. See how it's sitting up down like that? I can pull it up. I gotta put the ground radials on it, and I got them pointed at a 45 so it'll come closer to the ground. I did have it on this was straight down, and it could I would have to take the element off, and I'd have to. trying to adjust this camera where I can try to get all this going up. Alright, it's up. I can make it go a lot faster if I take that winch over yonder, which I could pull it down by hand, but I could take the drill and put on the winch and speed the process up, but that's only if I need to. Slow and easy. Get all my tools. But she's got a pin in it right here, and plus got the winch cable holding it. That's a hinge plate there, homemade. That's a nice plate. Has a homemade hinge there. It's 2 1/4-inch plates and a solid rod going through that to hinge them together. It's made like putting a book together, but it's got 3 bolts there on the back side and 2 bolts here on the front side. Hold it down, I can't go nowhere then. But down in the ground right there ain't nothing but a piece of 6-inch I-beam with another I-beam on the bottom of that goes horizontal, and that one's about 2 foot, and I got that one here goes vertical on horizontal halfway of that, so a foot in the middle, and that's all on this thing. It's buried down about 3.5 foot down the ground, and dirt's around it. No, now I don't know if I'd recommend this in your area like this or not, but I know the ground around here because every inch of this damn yard I've picked up rocks off of it and plowed it and sowed the grass on it and planted the bike on every field and everything around here. But yeah, that will the dirt around here hold it. It went down in the clay and I packed it back, and I don't think I put any concrete around it. Let's just say I didn't. I can't remember. I don't think I did. If I did, I didn't put very little. But yeah, I'm gonna end this video right here, I guess. Well, I'm gonna end this one here. I'm gonna pick it up with the other camera. This is on my cell phone right here, but I might have to put them two together. So, all right, later. All right, good evening. My tower, this bridge part right here, that's the base of my antenna right yonder. The rest of that's antenna. Just like a MR.Coily you see all the time. That's an Excalibur 664. Well, from this base down is antenna. You got two separate poles there. You got one runs up from the, that's got a hinge plate on the bottom of it. It runs up, and it's got a hinge plate about right in here, I think. About right in there is the hinge plates. It's just two pieces of metal with a bolt through it, and a hinge coming off that pipe yonder, and that pipe has got it's got a slice cut out in it, so that piece of metal goes up through that pipe and it's welded on top side and the bottom side for strength. And then the pipe starts off at 2 inch and goes down to 3 inch as it goes down, or 2.5 inch, something other like that. I can't remember. I know this boom, the bottom boom is 3 inch, and the other part is whatever. But that's the piece that comes from the base here, right here. And I add a piece of weight on that, and I did have it where this would slide out, and this thing kind of got hung up in there. It's got a bolt hole here. Thing got kind of hung up in there, and I took a cut to cut it off. But I add weight to the bottom of it because of the top of it. When it gets heavier, I make the back heavier so it don't just fly over, because it will just go over without any weight, balance weight back here. But that's a hinge plate. That's a piece of I-beam going down the ground with a piece of horizontal I-beam down there, and it's probably about 3.5 foot tall. And the hole is dug out. I don't even think it's got no concrete in there, the best I can remember. And I got a little hole yonder so the water can escape. I had it to freeze and busted all the way up to here. And I got a friend of mine and bring his weld over here, and he welded that, which I got a welder, but it's not mobile. He welded that down through there. And I left a weep hole at the bottom of it so any water get out. But and it's another hole yonder. But see, those two's put together with tube in there. But that's all that does. It goes up through there, and then as it goes off of that, it's got a bridge to keep that pipe stable. Keep it from flipping, flopping back around in the dam. It's got a standoff in the middle of it like a star, but it's 4 legs. And that's what's in the middle. Is that star part. That ain't no part of the antenna, nothing. It ain't got nothing to do with the antenna. It just keeps the pole stable from flopping around, and it very seldom flops around. I got a rope that's run on it here, and that's just a piece of paracord running to the porch out. So if it was to come loose or something other, then it would it don't go over here on this power line, which is pipe a near back get that power line. If it hits it right, it would get it, but it would have to go completely this way. Being my luck, it'd probably do that, but I doubt it. Hopefully it don't never do that. But yeah, that's all it is. That's a hinge plate I made, and it opens up like a Bible. It's got a round part here where my right hand part of my hand, it just opens up like that, like Pac-Man. And the way I got this part here hinges over and goes down this way. I could take that tractor and hook to the end of the boom, undo those bolts, and when I just start backing up, this boom lays this way, and that boom lays up on top of it. It goes together like an accordion. And then when you want to put it back up, of course, that's all you gotta do is take your tractor and start pulling up. And it'll stand this section up, and then you can undo from it here and raise it up there. It's very easy. Didn't have to get up on the house, didn't have to do anything. You have to be inventive when you don't have, when you're scared to climb, and that's pretty much me. I mean, I'll get up on the house, something like that, John, I know. But I don't want to set off on the edge of it, but I don't want to climb no flimsy ass tower. Even when I was young and weighed less, I didn't want to do that. The porch is looking better. I need to go get down and pressure wash that side. But yeah, that's simple pipe. I backed into that with it. Mower deck. I need to pull it up. I hooked the ground to it, and I ain't seen no damn difference. Which you probably won't, but like I said, that's grounded. You can't be grounded no more than that is. So, I don't know. That's just the way it is. It goes from there, goes up to right there where it chains at. Hinges. Now, see that chain there? You could pull it up with that too. You can lay this tower over, but I found it was easy if you do it with the end of the boom. You take the boom and the tractor, and by the time you back up to here, it's done laid down and then folded in on itself. And then when you pull up, it automatically start. I mean, I don't want to go over that far with it, but you can go over with it. I usually lay it on a scaffolding or something other right there. And I got it tethered to the post of the house there, just for the hell of it. I got everything I can to keep it from going over there, getting into that line if anything happens. I don't want it to get into that. But yeah. Adding that, just that little piece of rope right there over there at the end helped it out a whole lot when the wind gets up. But alright, you have a good day. Later. Yeah, it's showing infinity pretty much. Go directly to the coax on the antenna. Alright. Yeah, we got a problem somewhere else. In that switch box, evidently. Well, alright. There's the antenna. Let's see if I can get this where you can see it. Let's see. Go back. There's the wave on it. Let's set, let's keep the frequency the same. Let's go down and span. Let's see, 1,000 hertz. Repeat, run. Alright, 20 is exactly. There is the lowest spot, 1.08. Alright, let's go down the frequency. Let's see, channel 1 is 26.9. Alright, that's a little bit below 1. .3. Go up to 40. That's a little lower on 40 than it is 1. Let's see what. But I gotta add this length of coax, that switch box, which is evidently something's wrong with it. Something's wrong somewhere because I ain't reading through it. I don't like having one of those in line, but that's supposed to be a good one. It's a MFJ. I ain't saying it would be the best one. I could hand make one better, but it cost a lot more money. And that's one thing I ain't got, is money. Let's see here. That box ain't reading. It's reading over on the dummy load side, but not on this side. There it is. That damn thing in that box done rotated. Where you hook your connectors on, inside that box it's got a little taper, so when that SO239 stud mount goes up in there, don't have one of them in there. It's the ones without the square mount. It's the circle mount. You just lock them together. And it, see, it's reading now, but it's reading a little high. It's not reading through that box right. It is on one side, but it ain't on the other side. I can move that connector around. If you get it right in the right spot, see, it comes down. So I'll either have to be getting another one or taking that down, looking at it. But I'm gonna get off of here. I got a phone call I gotta make. But yeah, I gotta fix that. So alright then, y'all have a good day. It's going up with a MR.Coily antenna. So y'all have a good day. Later. There was one guy on there a while ago wanting to know to clarify my antenna. I don't know exactly what part he wants to clarify. And he says the wires on it. You see the wires right in there? That's a bridge to keep the pipe from bending. And I got a phone. Alright, good evening. As with everything else, it's one damn thing after another. One thing go out, you gotta switch, gotta go look at something else. But these here will turn. They got a little set screw down in there. This one has got a diode on there, just a lightning protector. Some FJ switch box. And the way this thing works is it disconnects. This whole thing is ground. Your shield part. And as you turn this lever, that's in the neutral position. That runs the coax over to here, and that's the lightning protector. But this end's connected to here. It runs through here, and that little box, that little leg falls against that. And then when you turn it back on the other side, it's like that. So, is it the best thing? No, hell no. It's a lot better than this. But that's what I got at the time. And I'm going to attempt to, a while ago this turned, and when it turned, let's see, it's actually this one. When this one turned, it cocked that leg sideways. Instead of meeting to the metal this way, it met this way. And it wasn't connecting the whole way to make the connection. It's just like a set of points on a car, or just a spring-loaded contact. But I drilled these holes in here. I got one here, one here, one here, and it's offset. And I'm going to try to put a screw in here, a screw in each one of them, and shear them off. And maybe these things won't turn in there, maybe. Unless I already got a set screw and they're tight. If I put any more on them, they'll mess up. But I'm going to attempt to put one there, one here, one here. I might come, I might have to scrap the idea, I don't know. I'm driving like a wedge in there. I've drilled and tapped it. Well, it feels a lot stiffer. Thinking about just doing away from this altogether and just going straight into the line section. But I wouldn't be able to switch to my dummy load if I ever need it. And that's the whole reason behind this, is to have this there. So if I need the dummy load. That stuff right there is really high. I went and bought a little orange tube and mixed it in there with that red. It wasn't but a little bit of red left. It's mostly orange. went over to the bandsaw, and instead of shearing that off, which I can't do that, it's too damn close, I could screw the nut back out, shear it off with a pair of pliers, and then try to get it down in there. I could cut a slice in the top of it and take one of these, take a Dremel tool, cut a little slice in it, put a flat screwdriver in it, help turn it down, Loctite to help hold it on. But this here, if I can get this case to fit on there, this helps hold that the switch panel, this the actual leg here, it helps hold that, and that's about all it does. I need to make me one out of a couple of relays. If I want to really do it good, make it out of a couple vacuum relays. But damn, you talking about, I'd say a vacuum relay now is probably over $200 in Joe Biden's America. Alright, let's try this. Might do away with the damn thing, just quit being lazy and switch it over if I need it. But I'd rather have it in line, and where I didn't think nothing changed in the I hope it wouldn't be nothing changed in the line. Yes. Alright, I'm going to play around with it a little bit. I don't think that box is... Alright, I'll probably have to take it off and clean it. Clean the contact and this one over here. Alright then.